Are you encouraged or discouraged by the Eagles after last night?
I'm probably more discouraged, although there were some encouraging things, but I was more discouraged. Skip, the thing is for me is that I'm more discouraged in the defense because it seems to me that Ronald Darby is your best corner. And he gave up $154 and 2 touchdowns in the first half. That's your best corner. Now, and the Giants, Skip, look, the Giants are whatever they are. They're not a very good football team. We know that. If the Eagles were playing anybody else last night, at the half, at best case scenario, they could hope to find themselves down 24-3, maybe even 27-3.
Yep.
But they were very fortunate to only find themselves down 17-3. And I'm looking at the defense, and I'm looking at Eli Manning, and they had people thinking for just a second, man, Eli should have been starting this whole while. Eli may got another year or two in him.
He had moments.
And then all of a sudden, the second half comes back around. Yeah, but I was encouraged by what I saw offensively because, walking to him now, because I would have given him an A if it was a grade, Jenny, because, now what we do now since I've been dealing with Skip is that we factor in weather. We factor into the elements.
No,
if
you don't.
No, you said you do. You
I'm not in the Hall of Fame.
No.
You weather doesn't matter.
But you always tell me you've covered the game and followed the game longer than I've played it, and I've been in the Hall of Fame. So I will give you that. Exactly. So we factor in weather, elements, things of that nature. It rained the entire night.
I don't think it rained in the fourth quarter. Honestly, I
Yeah,
don't think
it
it was.
rained.
I don't think it was raining. I think it slacked off at worst.
Cameras were still.
I got you. You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna get you a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a nice 4K
Yeah.
LED. I'm gonna get you that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you that. I'm gonna get you that, Skip Bayless, because if your television did not show rain in the fourth quarter, there's something wrong.
I couldn't see it. You are going to get me a Christmas gift with like 5 more cases of Diet Dew.
I'd like a new TV too, Shannon.
Skip. Now there's a guy that's playing up in Foxborough, and every time we come out here and address his state, we talk about what he does not have. Now, Skip Bayless loves to talk about Jacoby Myers. He's a converted, he's an undrafted free agent, but he's a converted quarterback.
A rookie.
Skip, if you don't mind me asking, can you tell the people at home what is Greg Ward?
I don't really know.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah.
He's an undrafted free agent that was a college quarterback, a rookie.
Wow.
Did you know that? Okay, how about this here? What about Josh?
Wait, who is Zach Ertz? Do you know who that guy is at number 86?
Help
me out.
Who is Julian Edelman?
Help me out.
Who is Julian Edelman?
Zach
Hall of
Ertz?
Famer.
Does Tom Brady have a Zach Ertz? He used to have a Gronk.
He has a Julian Edelman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, the guy that was Super Bowl MVP.
Julian Edelman, 7th round draft choice, former college quarterback at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Wow.
Can you say Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah,
But excuse me, he also had a guy, Josh Perkins. Skip, you saw him?
Yep.
He was an undrafted free agent. Now, we heap praise, Skip did. I remember they played the Giants at home, and they had to stay in that 11 personnel package, Skip, and that Tom Brady this man had to stay in a three tight end package with Greg Ward, an undrafted free agent rookie. Down 14.
What was Dallas Goedert?
Oh, Skip.
Wait, he was a second rounder, and they snaked him right out from under Jerry Jones. I'm just asking back questions.
I know, I'm not asking
so
you
there's
that.
2 guys, Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. Those guys are really good.
Oh, can I? And White.
Yeah.
Is he any good? James White any good?
James White, I don't know. He's okay.
He just had
5 feet 10 inches tall.
I don't know how a guy 5 foot 10 inches tall can have the most catches in a single playoff game in NFL history. In the Super Bowl, caught 14 passes. But that's not here. Skip, it's my turn to talk. Thank you very much. Now, so there are Lane Johnson goes down early. Alshon goes down with a foot injury. Even I think a Whiteside. So now I'm like, they only had 3 healthy receivers to start the game. Alshon goes down. So now you got 2. It got so bad that Peterson said, you know what, Ward, just fair catch it. We can't run the risk of you returning punts and get nicked because now we got 1 wide receiver. And
desperation.
And then they walk into him. He was throwing them passes and they were dropping them left and right. I say, walk it to him. You got to walk the ball and hand it to him. And he started doing that in the fourth quarter. Skip, you see what he did? Zach Ertz, come here, I need you. Dallas Goedert, come here, I need you. Ward dropped the touchdown. But when it was 3rd down, he said, Ward, I'm calling on you, bro. I know you could deliver in the crunch. And guess what, Skip? You see they motion Zach Ertz? Oh, Dougie P called timeout. You see that book, Fearless. He called timeout.
Dougie prediction.
Dougie P called timeout. He said, look here. He said, this is what I'm thinking. I said, if we put a Ertz outside, we motion him back in. Now, normally they're in a man coverage. And we motion him back in, they might get confused and some play man, some play zone. And guess what happens, Skip? They motion him back in. 2 guys played man, 1 guy played zone, and Walker to him had a game-winning touch.
It was like, highly impressive.
It was very impressive. But, Skip, overall, the mere fact that you found yourself in that situation with a team like the Giants leaves me discouraged, although they might be encouraged and says, look, we can come back. But if you play a decent team now, Washington is better than the Giants. The Cowboys are better than the Giants. You fall behind 14-3 against the Cowboys, and it'll be 28-3 in the blink of an eye. And we know the Cowboys are front runners, and that's what happened to the Eagles last time they played in Jerry's world. Fell behind 14-0, and it went on to be the Cowboys' most impressive win of the season.
Bounce it to him at an early turn.
Well, Skip, I'm talking there. So in other words, what I'm saying, Skip, I was discouraged because the defense did not play up to par for the entirety of the game. Now, the second half, they held them to two first downs. But you can't spot a team this late in the season with what's at stake. I thought they would come out and play a lot better overall than what they played. Second half, virtuoso. First half, left a lot to be desired.
So you have left me confused over here because you're gloating, but you're discouraged. So I don't get how they go together.
I'm not
gloating, discouraged.
Skip.
I'm so excited, but I don't like what happened. Which is it? I don't know.
I'm gloating because I know you were gloating when you saw that score 17-3.
I didn't say a word. I just knew what was coming. So now it is my turn to speak. So we will have nothing coming from across the other side of the table. Thank you very much.
Skip side.
I will never say that a team that wins a game should be discouraged by it because it was a win, and wins are coming at a tough price in this division of late because they did win after losing 3 straight and 5 of 7, and I must admit that my team has lost 3 straight and 4 of 5. So would I take a win on Sunday, even against the Rams are much better?
I bet you would.
I would take a win. So I'm not going to discount the fact that you did somehow win the game. But I'm here to say that was an embarrassing win. That was a shameful win. That was a head-scratcher of a win because what happened in the bitter end is what should have happened from the very start. You know it, and I know it. Because the Giants came in losers of 8 straight games with a 38-year-old backup quarterback back at starter and a defense that came in ranked 29th in the NFL in points allowed. So it should have been a wipeout. I told you sitting here at the end of the show yesterday, if Bounce It to Him Wentz, W-I-N-C-E, didn't have at least 300 yards passing against this defense, something was very wrong. And he finally barely did have 300 yards passing, but it took overtime. It took overtime, and I'm saying, what just happened? Because I'm going to remind everybody that my team beat that team easily twice. So what was the problem last night? Look at the numbers. Do you realize your Eagles had the ball for 43 minutes to the Giants 22 minutes? Think about that. 43 minutes to 22 minutes, and it still took overtime to win the game. It was 418 total yards to 255. If I told you that sitting here yesterday, you would have said it's 35-7, right?
Yes.
And it took overtime to do that. And look, this was Eli Manning thrown into the fire on Monday Night Football after having to sit out for most of the year and watch Danny Dimes throw nickels, right, and pennies. And in the end, Eli...
I like that. Nickels and pennies, that's what he's been throwing, not no dimes.
That is correct. And yet, Eli, in the first half, I sat back in awe because he had 179 yards passing against the Eagles secondary. And Darius Slayton, a 5th-round rookie out of Auburn, was looking like Jerry Rice. Every time I looked up, he was open deep again. And at one point, the second touchdown he caught, he just ran right between the DBs like they checked out.
Skip, they had him bracketed.
Well, what are you
doing?
They
played him in and out.
You got him. No, you got him. You got him. No, you got him. No, you get him. No, nobody got him. And all of a sudden I look up, and it's 17-3 at halftime. And so I'm thinking, is there any way the Giants could hang on to this? And I said at halftime, you can ask Ernestine, I told her, there's no way they'll hang on to this lead because what do I always tell you about Saquon Barkley? I love the whipped cream on top. I love the occasional 70-yard burst.
Right.
But when they needed somebody to just salt it away by hammering the ball between the tackles, when they needed to kill the clock at Philadelphia, he can't kill it. He wound up with 66 total yards. He had one 11-yard run. But when they needed him to hammer the Eagles into submission, he just can't do it. I don't know what it is about him because he's big enough to do it, but he's better off the edges or getting loose when he has a big burst.
Skip, he got to juke 2 or 3 guys in the backfield just to get going.
Okay, but he can't hammer away like my man Zeke used to hammer away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, used to, but that was once upon a time.
Well, you're behind, so you don't need to hammer then.
So I'm going to give you this. It was raining hard through the first 3 quarters, and they did lose Alshon, and they were without Aguilar, though you'd say that's an advantage.
Oh, yeah. That definitely
At this
helped.
point,
And they lost Lane Johnson. So I'm going to give you all of the above, but it's still the Giants, and I got to tell you, your man bounced it to him for the first 3 quarters. He was scary bad. I give you the comeback. He was impressive, especially, I'll give him most of the 4th quarter. But for 3 quarters, almost like 3.5 quarters, I was saying, what are you doing? I know the ball's wet, but I'm seeing bounce it to him. I'm seeing wild high.
Kind of like your guy, Dak, in New England.
I don't see that.
Oh, you did see that in New England?
In New England,
yes.
when it was 30-mile-an-hour
But no. It's elements.
I didn't get any wind last night. Like, no huge gusts of wind.
Skip, you saw
Different.
It was a deluge.
Deluge. I don't think it was a deluge.
thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.